Hey guys, what's happening? Hope you guys are all doing well on this Saturday. So the topic I want to go through today is, why I think it's so important for you to create a brand, right? I know sometimes people probably think I'm pushing that because that's the plan that costs money or whatever, and that's honestly not it at all. At the end of the day, you know, we're all in this together, right? So our program works really simply. Like, we only sell hair if our distributors sell. Like, we don't go after the public. We don't try to retail. Everything that we do is about you guys. It's about the distributor and you guys being successful. Because if you make a sale, we make a sale. So, we're kind of in bed together here, right? So everything you hear me saying has really got nothing to do with the fact that I just want you to go spend your money on the private label plan. Quite the contrary. I really want you guys, to be able to be successful, to really build a business, to make money, and be able to do all of the things that you want to do, whether that's, just having more free time or having more spare money or being able to take weekends off to go out with your kid, whatever it is, I want you to be able to do that, right? So that's why I talk so much about the private label piece, right? And so when you think about branding, right, because that's what the private label is all about. It's about actually creating a brand. The reason it's important is because the world is a really, really noisy place, right? And especially when you talk about social media, which is where 99% of you are spending all of your time, both just socializing and also trying to sell and get customers. You're on social media all day, right? You're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, you're on Snapchat. YouTube's not technically social, but a lot of people classify it that way. But you're on these platforms all day long, but they're so noisy, right? There's a couple billion people on Facebook. There's almost a billion people on Instagram. God knows how many hundreds of millions of people there are on the other platforms. There's just so many people trying to get attention. So if you don't have a brand, like, who knows you, right? Like, your brand is your identifier. It's your name. Right? When you're standing over in the corner with 137 million other people and, thousands of them are trying to do the same thing, like, how is anybody going to know you? How's anybody going to recognize you? Like, the brand is you in the classroom standing up, raising your hand, right? Getting everybody's attention. It's what I'm going to remember at the end of the day. So that's why it's so important for you to actually have a brand that you can put out there to people that makes you stand out and be different from all of the other people that are trying to do what you're trying to do, which is get people's attention, right? You need people's attention before you can sell them anything. Well, I'm going to remember you quicker. I'm going to remember you easier if you actually have a brand, something that I can grab onto, something that I can go back to and remember. That's why it's so important for you guys to actually create your own brand, create your own identity, so that you can leave that memory with people, and when they're ready to buy hair, they're going to remember you instead of just remembering me. Look, I could be selfish and say, hey, look, just spend all your time trying to build the Pure Remy brand. That's great, but at the end of the day, down the road, if Pure Remy gets sold or whatever, like, what does that do for you, right? Like, you're spending all of your time building everything for me or building everything for some other company, right? But how does that help you? Like, I want you guys to build an asset, build something that you can take with you, that goes with you, right? Your brand can morph into more than just hair. It can be other beauty products. It could be t-shirts. It could be, tennis shoes or whatever it is. Your brand can be built out into this whole conglomerate if you want, but it all starts with you creating a brand. So that's why it was so important for us to give you a simple, affordable way to create and sell your own brand. And so we do that for you for less than $200, which is like unbelievable, right? That it's that cheap, but it's that cheap. You can actually do it with us. So that's what I want you guys to understand. That's what I want you to do, but also to talk about when you're out talking about the program, when you're out marketing yourself. I mean, that's what's different is, we're the company that actually makes it really, really simple for you to launch and have a successful, profitable brand, and it's affordable. You can actually start it up and do it and be off and running for less than $200. So that's why it's so important. And I want to leave you with another little, something to think about. And to me, this is really important. I actually got this from somebody that I listen a lot to, and I think is probably one of the smartest guys in the marketing game, Gary Vee. But he talks about this, and it really it really makes a lot of sense. And as you think about this, this is probably the biggest reason why all of you really need to be running out to get a brand, right? And to start and to launch your brand like yesterday. So think about this. All of you have probably heard of like Amazon's Alexa, right? Or the Google, what is it, like Google Assistant or Apple Siri. Well, you know, it's kind of obvious if you're paying attention that everything is going towards voice, right? Even Google's starting to realize it because they realize at some point, like nobody's going to want to sit there and key in stuff they're searching for, type in stuff they're searching for, when I can just say, you know, Alexa, get me a hamburger or whatever. I don't need to type it out. Like the whole world's going that direction, and you guys are going to see in a few years, like everything's going to be done through voice, right? So think about this if you don't have a brand, right? What happens when all of a sudden the customers go to their Amazon Alexa and go, hey, Alexa, order me 3 bundles of body wave hair and a 14-inch and a 12-inch closer. Well, guess what? Amazon's going to go to whichever company pays the most to be their default supplier and send you those bundles of hair and that closure. Like, how's Alexa gonna know that she should be sending it from your business or your company if you don't have a brand? I mean, unless I can say, for example, let's say the name of your brand is, you know, Divalicious Hair. Unless I can go, Alexa, order me 3 bundles of 14-inch Divalicious Hair. Now Alexa knows where to go. But if I can't say your name and your brand, you're never going to sell anything because nobody knows you. And so that's something that really, really resonated and struck home. And I was like, wow, that really makes a lot of sense. And it's 100% true, guys. Like, everything's going to go to voice activated. And if you don't have a brand that I can actually call out to Alexa or call out to Siri and say, Siri, go get me 3 bundles of Divalicious Body Wave 12-inch and a 10-inch frontal. If I can't say the name of your brand, you are done, folks. You have nothing. You'll never sell another thing. So you have to have a brand in order for me to know you, to remember you, and most importantly, as we move into the voice world, something I can call out and tell Alexa or Siri, whoever, to go get, right? So think about that when, you know, you're mumbling around or worried about the $179 or whatever you're going to spend. Do you actually want to have a business and be relevant and be remembered 2, 3, 5 years from now when all this happens? Or, you know, do you want to just be working for somebody for the rest of your life? Because that's your choice here, right? So I just want to put that out there. That's the biggest reason I wanted to really talk about the importance of you guys having your own brand, owning your own business with your name on it, because it's really important. And if you can do that for really, really cheap, which is how we do it, you know, it's super cheap, like under $200 to have your own branded hairline and everything, right? If you can do that, man, you need to do it yesterday. All right. So anyway, hope that's helpful. You guys enjoy your Saturday. Signing off. Take care, man.